Hello team, Kris Rasmussen here, Principal of Professionals Real Estate, and welcome along to another monthly update for June 2016. REI and Z have just released their stats for the month of May, so I'll run over those shortly. Also what I want to touch on is what we're seeing out there in the marketplace at the moment, the OCR or the official cash rate, selling in winter. Talk about that, and as I mentioned last month, I want to talk about digital marketing and social media, and part of that is with your campaigns. So the stats for May 2016, New Plymouth City had 96 sales compared to 102 in the month before of April. Interesting, in May 2015, so a year ago, there was exactly 96 sales also, which was pretty interesting. Median sale price was up over 400, it was 406,000, which was 16% above the median GV. So those people that have your GVs and you like to run your numbers, that's what it's running at. Median days to sell were 36. Bell Block, they had 16 sales, which was a bit better. The month before they had 7. Median sale price jumped right back up. So in April it was $350,000. In May it was $466,500. So huge leap there, over $100,000. But it's a perfect example as to why you can't take 1 month as gospel. They had, the median GV was 365, so the selling above GV was 28%. Days to sell was sitting at 42 days on the market there. Taranaki region as a whole had a median sale price of just over 340,000, and that is a new record for us. Slightly up on last month, but close to $50,000 above the year before. As a percentage, it's like a 17% increase on a year. New Plymouth City itself increased over the last year 10%. Bell Block with 33%, so right up there in Bell Block. Probably the new building and stuff that's happening out there has a bit of a factor amongst those stats. Nationally, New Zealand, the national median sale price had reached a new high, passing over 500,000 for the national median. It was the first time really it was at 506, only slightly over, but that was pretty impressive. On year, that's 10% up. Now I found this quite interesting. The Auckland median sale price is 805,000, so again over 800. But theirs year on year is up 7.5. So it's actually not so much Auckland that's jumped up to take us up to that 10%. It's probably actually the regions that are really performing to make the national average of 10% go up. Our industry watchdog, Ergo Mortgages, reported there were 67 listings recorded in May for the city, which is obviously a lot lower than the 96 sales we had, so kind of 30 odd missing there. So it's still putting huge pressure on our stock and levels available for people to purchase. The Reserve Bank on the 9th of June left the OCR, or the official cash rate, at 2.25%, meaning money's still never been cheaper, so people are borrowing there. The flip side of that is, though, that people with money in the bank are not really getting much for their money, so they're looking outside of the bank and what they can do, and housing has been a big part of that, so they're out there competing with our first home buyers, etc. We're still seeing properties under the 400k mark just going ballistic. Huge numbers to the open home, like 30 plus that are coming through. Obviously from that we're generating multiple offers on these properties, and we're really achieving fantastic results, which the vendors are obviously loving. There's no doubt about that, and we're really exceeding their expectations consistently. Brings me back to the private sellers again. I know I've said it before, and look, you can sell privately in this market. I have no doubt on that whatsoever. But I kind of wonder, why would you? Particularly when we're generating 30 plus parties to the open homes, multiple offers, and time again we're seeing expectations exceeded. So if you think you're saving a fee, you are right, you are saving the fee. But probably the fee is quite minimal compared to what a multi-offer can actually achieve, from the lowest offer to the highest offer. When you think about selling, you really think about your net figure, and what I mean by net figure is what's the amount that goes in your back pocket, or what goes into your bank account, because that's what really matters. So you should be concentrating on that. We have the processes, we have the experience. We take away a lot of the stress, the work, a bit of the private lawyer stuff that you've got to do, we take care of. And we have the ability to work with multiple buyers, where when you sell privately, you just deal with the one buyer, and normally that's how it typically works. So you're negotiating with one where we're gathering a whole lot for you. So all we want to do is help you achieve your desired goal. And I just think this is what we do daily, so do chat to your agent. Whether it's us or it's someone else, I don't mind. I just think for you to get the best possible value out of your home, you need to be considering that. Winter selling. Look, people think when it's winter, you know, your house doesn't look as good, and I understand we're all house proud, and that's cool. But understand in winter you have less competition on the market. Now, going on the property press, the latest one that's just come out, and how skinny that is, you can see yourself that there just isn't the stock out there. So when you're going to the market in winter, you're going on with less competition, which obviously buyers are still out there as we're seeing, so that's going to create you good dollars for your home. So have a think about that. I advised last month that I wanted to touch on digital marketing and social media. Please don't stick your head in the sand on this. You know, both are absolute musts in any marketing campaign, and it shows that you're exposed to more buyers. And if we're exposed to more buyers, then generally that means you're going to make more money, and that's what your end result is. I wonder why you would risk it by not doing these things. I personally would be using it a lot. We do use it a lot. I mean, population-wise, Facebook is the third biggest country in the world behind India and China. So you'd be surprised who's on Facebook. I have a 82-year-old grandmother who is on Facebook. She comments on my stuff quite often. So you'll be really surprised who does use it. We professionals know that digital marketing is a huge part, and it's just as important as print media now. We do free videos for every single one of our listings. We do that so that the buyers can really get a feel of the home, and in return of that, it gets us very good dollars for our vendor, and that's what it's about. Vendors are loving it for us, to be honest. Hot topic, meth testing, methamphetamine. It is here, there is no doubt about that. There is options for you when it comes to meth testing. We have with our building inspectors, etc. They have the capabilities of testing for methamphetamine. It's something now that's going to probably become quite standard in a sale and purchase agreement. It's something that my salespeople would talk to you about if you're putting an offer in. So look, be aware of it. If you're doing it through another company, just make sure that you're talking to them in regards to that to get yourself tested and make sure your asset that you're buying is safe. Lastly, we are doing our home sellers evening again. It's a home sellers evening. Don't mistake it to be a first home buyers evening, which a lot of companies do. We do this for the sellers because you don't normally sell your biggest asset that often. We do all the time. So what we want to do is use some experience that we have to help you with selling your home. Not only is it just us, we bring in a lawyer, landscape architect, home stager, we bring in a mortgage broker and the like, so we can have a conversation with them around what you should do to make your transaction smooth and exciting, really, because that's our goal of what we want to do. It's totally free, there's no obligations. We're looking at doing it probably the end of July. I don't have a date as yet, but when I do, I will pop up a video so you can hear about it. So that's it from me for the June 2016 monthly update. Hope you have a great day. If I don't see you beforehand, I'll see you next month. See you later.